Hi everyone, today I am going to discuss some very important questions of society, law and ethics. We can move to the question. What is the definition of a netizen? Netizen means a person who actively participates in the internet community. Okay. What is the typical behavior of a netizen? The netizen active participation in online forums, social media and other internet communities. So option B. Next question. How has the rise of the internet affected the behavior of netizens? It has made them more connected and socially active. Option C. What is a common characteristics of netizen? The common characteristics is they come from a diverse range of background and age group. This is a common characteristics. Next one. How has the role of netizen changed in recent year? In recent year, they have become more politically active. Okay. What is the purpose of intellectual property right? See, intellectual property right is to protect the creations of individuals and companies. Important to protect creations of individuals and companies. Next one, what type of creation are protected under IPR? What is IPR? Intellectual property right. Okay, what type of creation are protected? The protected are both tangible and intangible creation such as idea, invention and work of art. They are protected under intellectual property right. Next one, what is the main difference between a patent and a trademark? See, patent protect inventions whereas trademark protect brand. Okay. Next one, what is the duration of a typical patent? The duration is 20 years. What is copyright infringement? Copyright infringement means the unauthorized use of someone else's copyrighted work. Unauthorized use of someone else's copyrighted work. Next one. What is the role of World Intellectual Property Organization? WIPO. It is to promote the development of intellectual property system. Okay. Next one, what is the main difference between a copyright and a trade secret? See, copyright protect work that are made public, but trade secret protect confidential information. Confidential information, trade secret protect confidential information, whereas copyright protect work that are made public. Okay. Next one, how can someone prove ownership of a trademark? That is by registering the trademark with appropriate government agency. Okay. Next one, option A. What is the purpose of trade dress protection? That is to protect visual appearance of a product including its packaging and design. Next one, can intellectual property right protection be obtained for a slogan or tagline? Is it possible or not? Yes, slogan and tagline can be protected as trademark. It's protected as a trademark. Okay, option B. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism means what? It is using someone else's work or idea as your own without giving proper credit. Yeah, that is true. Copying and pasting information from the internet without giving credit. That is also true. So it's both A and B. Okay. Next one. What are some consequences of plagiarism? The consequence of plagiarism is legal action and fine. That is possible. Loss of credibility and reputation. This can also happen. Poor grade or failing a course. This can also happen. So all of the above. Option D. How can you avoid plagiarism? How can you avoid plagiarism? It can be avoided by properly citing sources in your work. Yes. Rewriting information from sources in your own words. Yes, this is also possible. So it's both A and B. In this way, you can avoid plagiarism. Next one, what is open source software? Open source software means software whose source code is available to the public for use and modification. Source code is available to the public and you can use and modify it. That is known as open source. What are benefit of using open source software? The benefit means it often free of charge. Of course, open source it's free of charge. It allow for collaboration and customization. This can also possible. It is typically more secure and stable than proprietary software. It's all of the above. So these are the benefit of open source software. Next one, which of the following is an example of patent infringement? Patent infringement, that is, see, writing a research paper that discuss a patent technology. Here it constitutes patent infringement, but if it is involved without permission, that is not mentioned here, without permission. So it is not an example of patent infringement. Next one, producing and selling a product that incorporates a patent process without permission. So this is patent infringement. Now let's see next one, creating a parody video that uses a copyrighted song. So in this it is copyright infringement. Okay, it is copyright infringement. Here trademark logo is an advertisement for using a trademarked logo in an advertisement for a product. So this is trademark infringement. So here it is asking about patent infringement. So it's option B. Next one. Which of the following action could constitute copyright infringement? So copyright infringement means reproducing an entire copyrighted book without permission. So this is copyright infringement. See here, first one, creating a video game that has similar storyline to a popular movie. So here potentially the copyright infringement, but if the video game storyline is too similar to the movie. Okay. Next one here, option B, selling a generic version of a patent medication. So here it is patent infringement. And using a trademarked name for a blog website, trademark. So it is trademark infringement. So here it is asking about copyrighted infringement. So which is copyrighted infringement? Reproducing an entire copyrighted book without permission. So option D. Next one. Which of the following is an example of trademark dilution? See, trademark dilution, that is using a famous trademark brand name to sell unrelated product. Okay, that is known as dilution, trademark dilution. Using a famous trademark brand and you are selling to unrelated product, that is known as trademark dilution. And here famous trademark brand name in parody video. So this is which type of infringement? That is trademark infringement. And registering a domain name that is similar to famous trademark brand name, that is cyber squatting. And criticizing a company by using a trademark brand name in a blog site, actually it's fall under a fair use, that's not matter. So which one? Example of trademark dilution means using a famous trademark brand name to sell unrelated product. Next one. Which of the following statement is true about open source software license? Option C. Open source software license require that any modified version of the software must be released under the same license. So this is the true condition. Okay. See here, open source software can be used for any purpose without restriction. So this is incorrect because some open source software license come with certain use of restriction. There are restrictions. So this condition is false. And open source software can only be used for non-commercial purpose. That is also incorrect because it can be used for both commercial as well as non-commercial. And next one, open source software license do not allow user to distribute the software to other. So this is also incorrect because main benefit of this open source software is it is freely distributed. So that's also wrong. So open source software license require that any modified version of the software must be released under the same license. Next one. What is the meaning of the term license in the context of the open source software? That is, it is a legal agreement that governs the use and distribution of open source software. Okay, option A. Next one, which of the following term describes software that is distributed free of charge but its source code is not available? It is free of charge but its source code is not available. That is freeware. Important, freeware. Free of charge but its source code is not available. That is freeware. Next one. Which of the following is a term used to describe software that is distributed under a license that allow user to access, use, modify, redistribute the software source code? So that is copylefted software. Okay. Software that distributed under a license that allow user to access, use, modify, redistribute the software source code. That is copylefted software. Next one. Which of the following term is used to describe software that is distributed for free but its source code is not provided to the end user? Here it is software is distributed for free but the source code is not provided. So this type is which one? That is proprietary software. Proprietary software. That means they are distributed for free but its source code is not provided to the end user. Next one. Which of the following organization is responsible for promoting and protecting the right of computer users and developers and advocating for the use of free software? That is FSF. FSF means what? Free Software Foundation. Okay. That is responsible for protecting the right of computer and developers and advocating for the use of free software. Next one, which of the following organization is responsible for creating and maintaining the open source definition and certifying open source licenses? That is OSI. OSI means Open Source Initiative. Open Source Initiative. Next one. Which of the following term is used to describe software that is distributed for free but its source code is not provided to the end user and it is only available for limited time? Which one is that? That is shareware, limited time. Only available for a limited time. That is shareware. Important. See, it is distributed for free, source code is not provided and it is only available for a limited time. That is shareware. Next one. Which of the following statement is true about the GNU project's philosophy of free software? That is, GNU project believe that users should be able to modify and redistribute software. So this is the philosophy of GNU project of free software. Project believe that users should be able to modify and redistribute software. Next one, what is the most effective way to reduce e-waste? That is reusing old electronic. How can you reduce? By reusing old electronics. Which of the following is the common method used to recycle e-waste? That is dismantling and recovery of material. Dismantling and recovery of material. Okay. Next one, your digital footprint is. What is your digital footprint? Digital footprint is the trail left behind by all your online activities. Whatever you're doing, the trail left behind by all your online activity, that is your digital footprint. Okay. Which of the following is an example of a digital footprint? A photo album in your closet, a resume you printed out and handed to an employer, a comment you left on a social media post, a handwritten letter you sent to a friend. So which is this one? That is a comment you left on a social media post. Which of the following is an example of a passive digital footprint? Passive. Passive, that is data that is collected about you while browsing the web. Data that is collected about you, the data which is collected about you while you are browsing the web, that is passive digital footprint. Next one, writing or leaving information on social media is known as, that is active digital footprint. Writing or leaving information on social media is active digital footprint. Next one, which of the following is an example of a digital trail? Digital trail, that is a record of your online activity that is stored by websites and applications. Okay, that is digital trail. Next one, dash provide a legal recognition of transaction carried out by means of electronic commerce. Which is this? That is IT Act. IT Act provide legal recognition of transaction carried out mean of electronic commerce. Okay. As per IT Act, dash cannot be in electronic form. Which cannot be in electronic form? That is check. Checks cannot be in electronic form. Norms and principle are started under. They are started under codes of ethics. Okay. Cyber law is contained in IT Act 2000. IT Act 2000. Next one, Linux is, that is freeware software. Which of the following is an open source software? Which is, that is MySQL. Which is the updated version of IT Act 2000, that is IT Act 2008. That is the updated version of IT Act 2000. Okay. Copyright, patent and trademark are the examples of that are intellectual property right. Intellectual property like IPR. Next one, what is the gender gap in computer science? Gender gap means men outnumber women in computer science. That is, men are more than women in computer science. That is the gender gap in computer science. Which are the following is an example of stereotype about gender and computer science? That stereotype is women are less skilled at coding than men. This is a stereotype about gender and computer science. Next one, data filled up through online forms and responses given to email or in the comments or is known as dash digital footprint. That is active digital footprint. So active digital footprint, data filled up through online. We are filling online forum, responses given to email or in comment, they all are under active digital footprint. Hope everyone understand this video. If you like, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.